Hello everyone and welcome back to another Growing with God video. Today I'm going to answer another question, and that question is, what should a Christian do with his victory? So first, what are victories in the context of this video? Well, victories in this sense refer to any of the good things that happen in our lives. There are physical victories as well, and there are also spiritual victories, which I'll discuss in this video. But some of these physical victories can include, going abroad after many years of struggle, having your first child, getting a job, things like this. And this video aims to discuss what we should do when we get these victories or blessings from God. So let's start off with these physical victories that I've just discussed. There are actually examples of people in the Bible who had physical victories like this, like the Israelites, for example, where we see in Exodus chapter 12, verse 31, that after the 10 plagues, the Israelites were finally freed from Egyptian bondage after so many years of slavery. And that was their victory from God. And God wanted them to actually do something with this victory. And what was that? God wanted the Israelites to use the land that he was taking them to serve God. As we see in Joshua chapter 24, verse 14. Which reads, "Now therefore fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord." Plus, we also see that the Israelites were warned not to forget about God in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verses 10 to 18. But what did the Israelites do exactly? Well, the Israelites did not serve God, and instead constantly rebelled against God, as you see in Numbers chapter 14, verse 22. That they had offended God these 10 times. So what we learn from the story is that if something good happens in our lives, we should find a way to use that physical success to praise God. For example, let's say God blesses us with children, we should use that victory to raise the children for him, to get them to serve God. And we're advised to do this in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7, where it tells us to raise our children in the fear of the Lord. Or maybe if God blesses us with long life, we should use that long life to serve God to the end of it and never give up on God and his word. And maybe God blesses us with courage. We should use it to defend God when he is being talked down upon, as we're advised to do in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15. We shouldn't be like King Hezekiah in 2 Chronicles chapter 32, verses 24 to 26, who, when he got his victory from God, which was being healed of his sickness, he became proud. But there are also spiritual victories. And what I mean by this is victories that, cut a little bit more deep than just, I got healed from my sickness or I went abroad. These are victories that reflect a change within. For instance, you're able to overcome ignorance and you're now wise. What do you do with that wisdom? Well, you should teach others, and you can use that wisdom to set up your life properly. Or maybe you overcome lust, and you can use that to now stabilize your finances as you are no longer attracted to those things that you couldn't get. But now this victory can also allow you to focus on God and not be distracted by the things that you see other people having. Or maybe overcoming envy and malice and other terrible things that, plague many Christians as they have these vices. When we overcome these vices like these, we are now spiritually victorious. And then we can use that to now be an example to others, as you're advised in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, where it says, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." And like I said, the biggest victory we can possibly get is simply just having the wisdom of God. Because when we apply it in our life and do the right thing at all times, then Christ can make you a ruler over all his goods. Now, what does this mean? It means that God can give you even more gifts for you to manage and use these gifts for his service, because he can trust you that you'll use them well. It's kind of like the parable of the 10 talents, where there was a servant or 2 servants who used their money wisely, they invested it, they brought more. We should be like these servants. We shouldn't be like the servant who got the gift or got the victory and then didn't do anything with it. He just buried it in the ground. We need to do something with our victories. And what do? We use our victories to serve God better and make him proud amongst the people who are around us. But anyway, I think I can stop here on answering that question. What should a Christian do with his victory? If you have enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also to hit the notification bell so you'll know when new Growing with God videos come out. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.